Hey there, history hunters and curiosity seekers. Today we're diving into a story so incredible, so unexpected, that it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about sports history. Imagine a name that echoes through one of the most prestigious tennis tournaments in the world. A tournament so iconic that just hearing its name conjures images of epic matches, incredible athletes, and legendary sporting moments. But what if I told you that the man behind this name was not a tennis player at all? Welcome to the mind-blowing story of Roland Garros, a name that transcends tennis and represents one of the most extraordinary tales of heroism, innovation, and unexpected legacy you've ever heard. Let's rewind to the early 20th century. Picture France in the years leading up to World War I, a time of incredible technological innovation where the impossible was becoming possible right before people's eyes. And at the center of this revolution, young Roland Garros, born in 1888 in Saint-Denis, Réunion, a small French island in the Indian Ocean, Garros was not your typical small-town boy. From a young age, he was obsessed with one thing: conquering the sky. While other kids were playing with toys, Roland was dreaming of flight, of breaking boundaries, of doing what no one else had ever done before. In 1909, at just 21 years old, Garros made his first mark on aviation history. He wasn't just a pilot, he was a pioneer. He became the first person to fly across the Mediterranean Sea, a feat that was considered completely impossible by the experts of his time. Imagine crossing an entire sea in a fragile, primitive aircraft, with nothing but your courage and skill keeping you alive. But this was just the beginning of his extraordinary journey. When World War I erupted, Garros didn't hesitate. He knew his skills as a pilot could change the entire nature of warfare, but here's where things get really interesting. At the time, airplanes were basically glorified kites with guns. Pilots would wave at each other during battles. Yes, you heard that right. There were no effective ways to shoot during flight. Garros saw this problem and did something revolutionary. He invented a synchronized machine gun that could fire through the propeller blades. This was a game changer that transformed aerial combat forever. For the first time, a pilot could aim and shoot directly forward, effectively turning aircraft into true weapons of war. His innovative deflector plates allowed bullets to pass between the propeller blades without damaging them. This simple yet brilliant invention made him a legend among pilots and a nightmare for enemy forces. But Garros' story wasn't just about triumph. In 1915, he was shot down and captured by German forces. Imprisoned in a POW camp, most people would have given up. Not Roland Garros. After multiple failed attempts, he engineered an incredible escape. Using his wit, determination, and incredible resourcefulness, Garros managed to disguise himself and flee the prison camp. He made his way back to French lines, becoming an instant national hero. But his greatest act of heroism was yet to come. Despite being hailed as a hero and offered a safe position, Garros chose to return to aerial combat. He knew the risks, he understood the danger, but for him, serving his country was more important than personal safety. Tragically, on October 5th, 1918, just 1 month before the end of World War I, Roland Garros was shot down and killed in action. He was just 30 years old. Now, you're probably wondering, how does a war hero become associated with one of the most prestigious tennis tournaments in the world? After his death, Garros became a symbol of French courage and innovation. The stadium that would later host the French Open was renamed in his honor in 1928, a tribute to a man who represented the best of French spirit and determination. The Roland Garros Stadium in Paris isn't just a tennis venue, it's a memorial to a true national hero. Roland Garros' life teaches us something profound. True greatness isn't about a single achievement. It's about pushing boundaries, taking risks, and having the courage to chase the impossible. From conquering the Mediterranean to revolutionizing aerial warfare, from escaping POW camps to becoming an eternal symbol of heroism, Roland Garros was a man who lived several lifetimes in just 30 short years. The next time you watch the French Open and hear Roland Garros, remember, you're not just hearing the name of a tennis tournament, you're hearing the name of a legend.